to show you this in the studio, but protective gear on your feet is really important. Sometimes fish have teeth. The first thing you want to look for as an urban fisherman or fisherwoman, as it were, is vegetation. Where there is vegetation, there is water, and where there is water, without fail, you will find a fish. Automatically, my eye goes to the weeds. This bunch of clover around the rock, the fact that there's a little bit even in the middle of the rock. This whole backyard, like underneath all of this, is teeming with fish. Now, one way that rural fish and urban fish are actually a lot alike is that urban fish still love pits. Probably down there like a foot. I don't know if this is actually a foot deep, but if it's a foot deep, then about a foot, there's probably a fish. Cast our line, bait it at home, and now we wait. It's taking a little longer than I expected. I've been sitting here for about 6 minutes. Doesn't sound long, but these are urban fish. They're always in a hurry. So once you hit like 5 to 7 minutes, you should probably break out something else. I don't normally teach this super early. I actually teach a lab in this at Lancaster Valley Community College, but since we're all kind of in survival mode at the moment, take a kazoo and you're just gonna play a simple song. For this one, probably something about a well, like "It Is Well With My Soul." Oh, we got something. We got something. Fish sticks. I didn't know they were out this time of year. Hold on for a second. Bring it over. Let's take them off and see what we got. This is probably about 6 weeks old. You can tell by the curvature of, well, there's no curvature, lack of curvature. And then this one is essentially a relic. That's sort of the fish sticks equivalent of like the ingrown hair on the nose of an old man. So I would probably peg him at like 80, 90 weeks. They normally live maybe 120 weeks if they're fortunate. But fortunately for us, he's our dinner. Always check your garbage cans. For the sake of health and COVID-19, we're gonna skip to recycling. It doesn't look like much. However, it did just rain, and the way you draw them out, wait right here. Give them a little water. We got a really heavy one. If I scream, he's gonna run. This is a sponge fish. They generally hang out with the recyclables because you can recycle a sponge and it's a good way for them to camouflage. They're also very dense. They have kind of small teeth. This can actually feed like a family of 4 for probably a week because you kind of, I'm not going to tell you what you do because he's listening. But they like the quiet, they like the dark. So we're going to put him in a little canister, face up, so he can look around. And we're going to keep him for later. For this one, you're actually not going to use a rod at all. You're going to use your hands. See that? This is a spigot. What comes out of a spigot? Water. And what comes with water? Fish. You're gonna let that run for just about a few seconds. Urban fishing is not for the faint of heart. Did you see that? Look who just fell out. Swedish fish. Must have an immigrant population around here. Judging by that little discoloration on the top, he's actually a little unhealthy. But hey, we're Americans. We eat unhealthy things all the time. This is great for you. We're gonna keep him. Before we head out into the great outdoors, we need to head into the great indoors. And by great indoors, I mean the water closet, the john, the bathroom, whatever you were raised to call it, is actually a valuable resource for more than the reasons you would expect. Toilet fish are a little bit more direct. Most of them, honestly, take the bait because they just want to get out of there. We are going to quiet things down just a little. Raise the lid. We're going to drop this in very quietly. And just to get things moving, I'm gonna flush it. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. We should have it after the caught a puffer fish. This will expand probably to 3 times its size when boiled. Very high on carbs, low on fat. You found all of the urban fish on your home property. Now it's time to go find them somewhere else. This is like Goshen. This is land of milk and honey as far as an urban fisher is concerned. Remember, vegetation means water. Water means fish. Lots of vegetation. We've got a lovely little rock garden river here, and we have a storm drain. The deeper the drain, typically the more nutritious the fish. So this might be your most important catch of the day. So you don't want to mess around with it. Cars are driving by, people might spit on you. Don't worry about them. Just do what you gotta do. Our waiting is paid off. For this, you might need a knife, but we're in a city. People hate knives. Bring a letter opener. Ow! There's like sparkly pus. If I had to guess what this is, I would say it's a pus-encrusted diamond puffer fish, colloquially known as a clam. That's the sound of dinner. And by dinner, I mean money. We have one left. Unfortunately, it's the rarest of them all. We're gonna protect him and the pus. This is what separates the professionals from the amateurs. Do you keep going, or do you let a little bit of pus and the loss of your family fortune bring you to tears? I know where my diamonds are. Down there. And I'll come back for them someday. This is about when most people take off that outer layer and their productivity goes way down. But we stuck through it. Your family's gonna be really proud of you. If you don't have a family, show your neighbor. They might be proud of you too. Come on in. Okay, we're back. We are now down to the final part of our masterclass, and that is cleaning and preparing your fish. We have our puffer fish, our fish sticks, our Swedish fish, the pus thing, the beautiful pearl that I lost. And we'll actually take this buddy out now because he's probably sufficiently suffocated. Yeah, he's gone. Sponge fish. First thought would be we need to rinse them in water, right? They're fish. They live in water. They've been rinsing their entire lives. So please, don't worry about that. What we are going to do is take something soft in your vicinity. For the sake of this exercise, I'm going to take a paintbrush. You're just sort of getting dust, particles, and obviously COVID-19 off of your dinners. This one's gonna be tricky because it's not really straight, and sometimes they jump. And this one doesn't actually need to be cleaned at all. He's been fine. He's been in a very hygienic place. And then after that, we're just going to take a pot, put in a little baking powder and a hint of rosemary leaf. But really, this comes down to personal preference. You do whatever floats your boat. And then you're just gonna put all of them in. Thank you so much for coming to my masterclass, everybody. If you have questions, comments, concerns, or if you want to share your own urban fishing masterpieces with me and the world, just shoot me a message through my YouTube channel, which is, I have a lot of channels. Masterclasses with the Little Green Jacket. I think that's it. No, I'm wrong. It's Fishes and Wishes Incorporated. Check out my class once the colleges open up again, and go make yourself a delightful, nutritious treat. Have a good day, everybody. If you've boiled a pufferfish properly, it's going to come out with sort of the consistency of a sheep's organs. So That's about what you should expect.